Hi, Steve here with digitalphotographygear.com, and today I'm going to do a review of the Canon 24-70 f2.8L lens. I have it here mounted on a 5D Mark II, and this lens also comes with the EW83F lens hood here. So I'm just going to go over some of the physical features of this lens first, and then I'm going to talk a little about image quality and do a quick little comparison between the 24-70L and the 24-105 f4L IS. So physically this lens is fairly large and heavy. It's just a little over 2 pounds, so it's pretty heavy for its size. It's rather large, rather heavy, but it is all glass and metal construction. It does have a plastic polymer lining on the outside, and it is also weather and dust resistant, so it's definitely good build quality here. It has Canon's EF mount, so it'll fit any APS-H, APS-C, and of course full frame SLR. And you have the zoom ring in the back here, and the focus ring up front here. Both of which have a nice positive feel to them. There's really no play in either of them. The zoom ring does seem to be a little looser towards the long end of 70 and it seems to be a little tighter towards the wider end of 24. It's really not all that noticeable though, and you're not going to really notice it unless you're really paying attention to how it feels when you're zooming. One thing I do want to touch on with this lens is its unique reverse zoom. When the lens is fully retracted like this is 70 millimeters, and when you zoom out to 24 millimeters, it actually extends. The front objective lens here extends outward. So what this does is it allows you to take full advantage of the hood here. At 70 millimeters, the hood is pretty deep, and it definitely blocks a lot of the light coming in from the sides. And then as you zoom out to 24 millimeters, it extends outwardly and effectively narrows the depth of the hood. And the hood doesn't get in the way of any of your shots, regardless of what focal length you're shooting at. So it's definitely very handy, and it allows the hood to be fixed at the end of the barrel of the lens here, instead of being attached to the objective lens here and then moving in and outwardly as you zoom in and out. So it's definitely a nice feature. I'm glad they designed it that way, and definitely pretty handy. The hood mount is standard bayonet mount. You just put it on, give it a little quarter twist, and it locks into place. And 77 millimeter filter threads at the end here. So oh, and just one switch on the side, AF or MF, autofocus or manual focus. It does have full-time manual focus, so I usually just leave it on autofocus and don't really worry about it. And of course there's a little distance scale window here as well. Image quality wise, this lens is really nice. It's part of Canon's L series, so you know you're getting top quality, top of the line optics. It's pretty sharp wide open at f2.8. Definitely sharp in the center. It does get a little bit softer towards the edges of the frame when you're shooting wide open. And that does become a little more evident as you zoom in towards 70 millimeters. The edge softness is a little more apparent, but stop it down a little bit and it's really sharp from edge to edge. So it's definitely, sharpness isn't the best thing about this lens, but it's certainly not the worst either. Autofocus speed and accuracy is very good, very fast, very accurate, and also very silent autofocus mechanism. So it's definitely really good. You can use it in quiet environments like church weddings, for instance. You don't have to worry about disturbing the guests or anything like that. In terms of distortion, there is a little bit of barrel distortion towards the wider end of 24. It seems to go away around 35 millimeters, and then just a little bit of pin cushioning towards the longer end, 55 to 70 millimeters or so. It's nothing bad though, and certainly can be taken care of with a lot of post-processing software. Handles chromatic aberration really well. It's not really noticeable unless you kind of go looking for it, so to speak. I don't go looking for it, so I never really notice it though, so it's really not a problem. Handles the fringing really well, but if you're shooting under certain circumstances, you will definitely be able to produce it. In terms of vignetting, there is some vignetting towards the wide end of 24mm. It's definitely apparent if you're shooting at f2.8. If you stop down to 5.6 or so, it definitely goes away though. So just something to be aware of if you're shooting wide open on the wider end. You are going to have some darkness around the edges and the corners and all that. So lens flare is handled really well also. Like I said, the hood here is pretty deep, especially at 70mm, so it definitely blocks a lot of light coming in. But if you are shooting directly into a bright source of light, or if it's just outside of your frame, you are going to see some flare and loss of contrast as well. One other nice thing about this lens is its minimum focus distance. I believe it's just about 1.5 feet, so it's pretty close. It's like right about there, so it's not a macro lens by any means, but it's definitely, you can get up pretty close with this lens, get some nice, real tight portraits with it. So, and also nice for shooting close-up details and things like that. So that's just something nice that not a lot of people think about when they purchase this lens, but it's definitely a nice bonus when you get it. A lot of people compare the 24-70 to the 24-104. For a pretty good reason. They're around the same price, around the same focal length. Obviously the 24-105 has the advantage there with its extra reach at 105mm compared to 70. The 24-70 though has the faster aperture at f2.8 rather than f4. The 24-105 has the image stabilizer built in, which is great if you're shooting in low light and you have a static subject, but if your subject is moving, the 2.8 would be better to get a faster shutter speed to freeze your subject's motion. I would say image quality wise is similar, but I would give the tip of the hat to the 24-70. It's a little bit better than the 24-105. Yeah, just kind of generally all around better image quality. I would say if you boil it down, if you're looking for portability and cost is an option and you need the extra reach of 105mm, go with the 24-105, but if image quality is your main concern and you need the speed of f2.8, I'd go with the 24-70. So yeah, overall this is a really great lens. It's on my camera quite a bit. It's great, versatile focal length. 24mm is pretty wide, and 70 is just getting into like the telephoto category. So yeah, definitely a really usable focal length. I use this lens all the time at weddings if I'm not shooting prime lenses. So yeah, it's fast, it's smooth and accurate autofocus, and good build quality, sharp images, really top-notch lens here, and yeah, almost every professional photographer that shoots Canon owns this lens that I've talked to. So overall, definitely give it a thumbs up and recommend it if that's something you're looking for. So that is my review of the Canon 24-70 f2.8L lens. Join me next time when I review some more gear on digitalphotographygear.com.